Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip that's causing a lot of controversy. A woman is feeding her daughter a bunch of unhealthy food while she's immobilized in a hospital bed. Many people in the comments are accusing the mother of being the problem. We're also going to be taking a look at a couple of bonus clips of people talking about how much they used to secretly eat when their friends and family weren't around, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
So TikTok, how are you guys? Posting late, been here all day, but my daughter's in a little bit of pain, so and plus she's a messy eater.
Why is she in pain and why is she in the hospital?
I'm gonna help her and feed my pumpkin some tacos so she don't make a mess. But it's messy.
Yeah, the tacos is messy.
Cause she's a messy person.
Okay, why can't she feed herself? Why are you feeding her? And is this what led to her current state?
So we're just here having lunch. She's having lunch. Hope she don't eat my finger.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't bite your finger off.
She ate her own finger. She ate her own finger.
She ate her own finger, says the person filming, which I'm guessing is her sister.
So you checking it and making sure. So just a quick update. We're still here at CHOP. Just giving my baby some late lunch.
I'm still a little confused why she's not feeding herself. Does she not have use of either one of her arms?
Taco is her favorite. Like this is the third day in a row she's ate it.
It really is? No.
But she keep eating it, so I don't know what her favorite. Like, comment, and share.
That's us.
Alright, so that's the clip that's causing all the controversy. Now we're going to be taking a look at some of the comments. D. Carissa says, the mother is the problem. Naha Empress says, keep feeding her, she's almost there. Baby Savage says, the mother is actually killing her, this is sad to watch. I think it's wild that she's feeding her to begin with. Are we completely immobilized and can't even move our own arms due to our size? Either way, if that's the case, I don't know if this is helping. A lot of people are saying that the mother is the problem. She's feeding an immobilized person a bunch of food. I'm still so confused why she can't feed herself. I honestly would consider this manslaughter. The mom must be the life insurance beneficiary. It's the mother goat says, this is murder. This person is showing a gif of Dr. Now closing a laptop. Sorry, but as a big girl, she doesn't need this. She can barely breathe. It appears to me that she is struggling in that way, and also that she can't really open her eyes, completely. She's still eating unhealthy food and can't even see her eyes. That's what's kind of tripping me out. I feel like her eyes are completely closed for the most part. Like,
So you checking it?
she has to struggle to
So
open
just a
them.
quick
Alright, sorry, let's get back to the comments. The comments say it all. I feel vindicated. Wake 'em Up 5 says, she getting there, keep going. Tenchi Dorum says, she already ate 7 years worth of tacos, she don't need more. Miss J-Toll says, you should be feeding her salad and grilled chicken. This person says, WTF did I just watch? Danae Woodard says, well, the damn girl gotta eat. Mama needs to change her daughter's diet, standing up here talking about feeding her pumpkin some tacos. Sad to say, Mom, you're the common denominator in this situation, and you think it's cute. That's why you up here on social media showing this. But then when someone comment the truth, then you want to clap back. However, it wouldn't be nice, nor will it look good to be up here if the tables were turned and something happened to her. Like, get it together. If you really loved her, you would help her. The mom is the problem. Some of these mothers overfeed your children so they can get benefits. Alright, that's a really hot take. Your daughter is in a brick a point. What? And she may not be here very long, and you're overfeeding her. If you really love your daughter, I don't think you'll be doing this. That is not okay. Some of y'all sound so slow. Someone explained that she is sick and y'all are still saying hurtful stuff. Sometimes when you have an illness, you are required to take certain medications/steroids. These steroids cause weight gain and fluid retention. Therefore, a person/child in this case that was not overweight and very small will quickly gain weight and will have a rounded face due to fluid. That's what you think happened here? This is all water weight caused by fluid retention from medication? Okay. You can eat the healthiest food ever and or barely eat, and you will still look like this as long as you are taking the steroids. Okay. Stop passing judgment if you aren't educated. I have seen this happen to so many kids, and I know a little girl personally who looks like this now. She was never overweight until she had a brain tumor and ended up being on steroids and several other meds. Pray for people instead of judging. Okay, that's an interesting take. This person says, never seen anyone who eats only salad look like this, steroids or not. And someone else responded with, so you don't hear them say she ate her own finger several times because that's where I'm still at. And that's also not all fluids. My cousin has similar issue. She is bigger, but she is active and watching what she eats now. Okay, so as we can see from the comments, a lot of people are saying the mother is the problem. Some people said that while she's immobilized like this, you should start feeding her less or different types of food because it's not like she's going to be able to grab other stuff herself. Personally, I think it's a really messed up situation, and if we did want to make some changes in our lives, now would probably be the time to do it. I agree that a lot of medications can cause weight gain and make it more difficult to lose weight for sure. Personally, I think it's a messed up situation and I hope that person gets out of it and can get out of the hospital. Now we're going to be taking a look at a couple of bonus clips of people talking about how much food they used to secretly eat when their friends and family weren't around. Food confessionals, some of my favorites. The mentality of a food addict.
I don't think you realize how much I ate when I was at my heaviest. There were days where I would drop the kids off at school, so they had to be at school at 8:15. I would drop them off, and from the minute I dropped them off to the minute I picked them up, I would be going through drive-thru. McDonald's 5 to 6 times a day.
Oh my gosh.
Tim Hortons 3 times a day.
Oh my gosh. Is that in addition to the McDonald's?
I would hit different Tim Hortons so they wouldn't catch on that I was the same person.
I've heard this before. Or you put on like a disguise so you can keep going back to the same Tim Hortons. You go to Tim Hortons. Hi, I'll have a double cheeseburger, please. Yeah, sure thing. Here you go. Have a nice day. Hey, I'll take a double cheeseburger over here. Okay, you kind of look like that last guy. All right, yeah, sure. Here's a double cheeseburger. Have a nice day, my friend. Good day. I'll have a double cheeseburger. Hey, wait a minute. You look like that last guy. Who looks a hell of a lot like that last guy? Are you the same person wearing multiple different hats? And also doing multiple different very poor accents?
I would pretend I was ordering for someone else.
That's another classic that I've heard. You go to the drive-thru and you're like, yeah, I'm ordering for my wife and my 5 kids and all this, but there's no wife or any kids. Any kids.
I had a secret bank account. Like a typical day would be about 8,000 to 10,000 calories.
A secret bank account. Oh my gosh. Was this all in one day? 5 to 6 trips to Whack Arnold's, as well as 3 Tim Hortons?
Having McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Tim Hortons, and Starbucks all in one day. I was so far into the food addiction, probably would spend $1,000 or more a month on fast food.
Dang. That's a lot.
How I was coping, because I didn't know how to cope. I didn't know how to deal with grief, extreme self-loathing, hate, disgust, shame. So those days where it was the darkest were the ones where the food was the only thing that could numb that pain I was going through.
Okay, so this person at the height of their food addiction was going to multiple fast food restaurants per day.
That awful cycle. The food didn't help. The food just made me feel worse. There was no emotional attachment to the food. It was just trying to anything to numb those feelings without actually having to face them, deal with them, and then move on from it. To the point where I got so big that To me, it was going to be easier just to kill myself than have my family go through my...
Okay, I have to edit that out, but she said at the height of her addiction, she felt like she wanted to just stop living. She felt like it would be easier to do that than to continue on.
my death because I was choosing to eat my way through all my emotions. And I'm not proud of. I totally regret, but I take full responsibility for it. No one forced me to eat that much food, shoved it down my face or whatever. That was all me. It was all me and not taking responsibility for what I needed to do. But it was part of the process that I had to go through to get me to here, be able to share this with you guys and help you understand the mentality of a food addict.
Okay, that actually took a lot of courage to be that open and honest and sharing that with us. Thank you for that. She said sometimes she would go to 6 different Whack Arnold's in one day and 3 Tim Hortons, as well as various other fast food establishments. I don't understand going back 6 different times. I guess you want the food fresh, right? I was gonna say, why not just stock up, you know, so you don't have to keep going back, but you want it fresh. So I used to just buy a bag of double cheeseburgers from a fast food establishment, and I would munch on that all day. Now we're going to be taking a look at another clip of somebody talking about how they used to eat when nobody else was around.
So we never see you eat. How do you get 700 pounds? These are from acquaintances normally, some friends, and for the most part the answer is quite easy. I don't eat in front of people, right? I ate in silence. I ate behind closed doors. In my car, I was a massive car eater. I went to a party on Friday.
I think a lot of people eat in their cars these days, especially with the advent of fast food. You just go pick it up and you can go park in a parking lot and eat it. Just you and the fast food, all alone inside of that car with those foggy windows and the rain coming down outside and Dido on the radio. My tears gone cold, I'm wondering why. Just you looking out there at the rain, tears rolling down your cheeks while you're listening to Dido. We've all been there. We've all been there.
And there was a spread of food and I didn't have a single thing.
Morning rain clouds up my window and I can't see it all.
Right? I can go to parties, I can go to events because in that moment, if I eat, I feel like I'm being judged because I'm already a larger body. So I don't want to give them anything to judge me for. I don't want to be embarrassed.
This is not surprising to me at all. I'm not saying that to be mean or to discount this dude's story. Not at all. He's being very vulnerable and honest here, and I appreciate that. However, I have never been confused.
But I tell you, the food noise when I leave that event and go home is as loud as it's ever going to be. Right? That food noise is so loud, and for me, how I struggle
I'm sorry to ruin the moment.
with addiction is always behind closed doors. It was never publicly. It was never watch me do this, right?
I think a lot of people are going through the same thing as you.
I don't know. I just think that like I want to get to a place where I can eat in public with friends, eat at a party and be okay, and go home and not feel the need to beg.
Okay, well, hopefully you achieve that. I wish this dude all the best.
That's part of healing, and I want to get there eventually, but right now I'm not there yet, and that's okay.
All right, so that was a very candid, very vulnerable moment, and I appreciate that dude opening up and sharing that with us. He said he was embarrassed to eat when he was out in public with his friends, but then he would go home and eat a ton of food. He said his friends and family would ask him, Sal, how did you get to this size? We never even see you eat, because he was so embarrassed to eat in front of others. I think this is a very, very common situation that a lot of people are in. I would say being honest with yourself like he just was is a really good first step if you actually want to change. He acknowledged that he has a problem and what led to him being here, and it seems like he wants to take steps in the right direction. So I wish that dude all the best. I hope you achieve all your goals. I'm sure you will, because you made that crucial first step of admitting that you have a problem. That is literally the first step to changing anything in your life. So hopefully those last 2 people can overcome all of the problems that they're currently facing and make positive changes in their lives. Hopefully that first person gets out of the hospital and makes some positive changes in their life as well. But what do you think? Leave a comment below. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.